Hello everyone, this is Bad Our Boy, and here we are on the 10th episode of the series. Well, first 10, double digits. Hey! Hopefully we will not reach the 3 digits, right? So, we're back playing as Egypt in the Cold War mod for HOI4. And what I did off screen was nothing but some more agrarian reform laws and expand Cairo air bases. Let me read this for you. The air bases at Cairo are aging and not well maintained. We must expand the air bases to house our upcoming air force. And speaking of air force, we are up to date with the 1950s, with the 1950 tech, but I want to research 1955 as of right now before we start expanding or start upgrading our equipment. But I'm not going to go down the Navy just yet. I want to have some secular values. We must adopt secular values and I apologize. In our government, if we are to be a modern and respected country, we get secular influence, which grants multi-population, but we will get more research speed, which is what we want. More research speed is good. Alright, so let me fix my charger and get in the boots of General Badreddin Zakaria, who will become the narrator for some time. And here's the charger is fixed. Brothers and sisters, this has been a very weird year. That's a weird couple of years, as we did throw off the king, but at the same time we are having problems from within. Problems from people such as the Muslim Brotherhood, the Ikhwan al-Muslimin, al-Ikhwan al-Muslimun. The Ikhwan are, well, they are not our friends. It's clear that they want to overthrow us, but we shall not allow that to happen. We apologize, Muslim Brotherhood, but we are not in the mood for that at all. What we want to do is clear and very simple. We want to keep our country independent, and we want to establish secular values. We are not rejecting Islam, not rejecting religion as they are saying. We are not atheists. We are Muslims. Apologize. We are Christians. We are the people of Egypt, all united, and we believe in the same God, following the 3 Abrahamic religions. Well, at least 2 of the 3, since there's some controversy surrounding the 3rd as of right now. My brothers and my sisters, we are not rejecting religion. We are not interfering with religion, but what we think is that religion shouldn't be the main base of government. That the government should be allowed to be secular in order to run and in order to compete against everyone else. We cannot just use religion as an excuse for us being in power, like some other people. It seems that the will of the people and the will of the nation should be the base of our rule. Our religion is our religion, everybody's religion, and everyone has the right to practice his religion, and we are not fighting religion. As a matter of fact, we will be the first to defend religion against the people who call for its destruction. We are not atheists. We are not anti-theists. We are secularists. We will not let extremism and fanatism ruin our glorious newborn republic. Because truly, General Badreddin Zakaria is a Muslim himself. So What does that say about people who want radicalization? Want a modern society, want a modern nation, but of course our society will still follow, adopt, and respect both Islam and Christianity.
مبروك عليك يا القائد.
I don't know, from where did they
اهجم على هذا الموقع.
get the voice lines?
لكم هذا. أطلب الأوامر حول.
These voice lines are also used by the Syrian army. I don't think the Lebanese ones also. I don't quite remember. I think it's between all Arab nations. Wait, what did we have on civilian factories? It's weird how that numbers drop of like civilian factories and so on. We need to economically invest in our country, so this is very interesting. We can also negotiate arm contracts, but we're not like mercenaries. We will get our weapons. We get the weapons that we build. Back. It's actually pretty much weird how it's done. At one time we have 9 factories, at another we have 10. It'll be finished by the 22nd of October. Then we will be able to build even more, so it'll be continue constructing. And I love how they made it 10, not 15. Oh, what a bummer. Now Saudi Aramco strikes. Around 50,000 workers in Saudi oil industry joined a strike for better working conditions. The Saudi king has ordered a royal commission of inquiry as this marks a radical transformation in labor relations in the kingdom. Saudi workers were said to be inspired by foreign Arab workers who pointed out their conditions in comparison to the vastly superior conditions their American managers enjoy in the kingdom. See, I told you our revolution was not a local thing. It was it's gonna spread like wildfire, I'm telling you. The bad conditions and refusal of Aramco to meet worker demands has driven anti-Americans, as the workers believe the American-owned companies section reflected what the United States thought of the workers. Also, radicalization of the workers into striking has seen recent inflation and anger at open spending by the royal family. The coordination, the strike, a workers' committee has been established, and the unity of. Yep. With this increased oil prices, we do not care. And I want you all to excuse me because I'll be eating for a bit right now. Let's draft a new constitution, brothers and sisters. It is now time to draft a new and modern constitution to guide Egypt on its way to become a modern power. Alright. I'm gonna take a little dinner break, so
أصدر الأوامر حول.
لكم هذا.
Alright, I am back, and let me tell you, that was a good sandwich. So, thank you, Mom. I thank my mother for making me a good sandwich. She's a great person. Now, guys, we should all appreciate our parents more, no? I mean, they love us even if they don't say they do, and if unfortunately some of you guys have like this type of terrible, neglectful parents, then I am sorry to hear that. Hopefully the future holds better for you, better people in your life. But I mean, if you guys don't really appreciate your parents that much, I mean, you should do that. You should do that. Now, when I say parents, not only I say your mother or father, basically even your grandparents. Just these little thank you, and it really brightens anybody's day. So yeah, I'm not here to tell you guys how to act in society, but I am here giving a little bit of advice, and I advise you to really, if you don't really give that much appreciation to your parents, to your grandparents, please do, because I mean, it's a pretty normal fucking thing to do, and it's gonna make their day better. So yeah, why not? And I'm kind of confused why the Egyptians declaration of the Republic of India. Congratulations! Isn't it kind of late? You've been guys independent for quite a while right now. And guess who's gonna get the short end of the stick? We have to ban the Ikhwan to curb that dangerous influence in the government and in Egypt as a whole. National Spirit Islamist parties banned, which bans daily Islamism support -0.05%, and the daily Salafism support -0.05%. Yes, we ain't having any of that over here. Shia Islamism doesn't exist in Egypt, to be honest, because actually the Shiites, the Shia population, are concentrated in, well, it is really well known where they are concentrated. Basically, mainly, we start off by Iran, it's being like the country where there's the biggest concentration of Shiites. Almost the entire population is Shia. I mean, majority. I'm not gonna say the opposite of it. But also the majority in Iraq are Shiites as well. Now in Syria it's kind of a mixture, because it's really kind of a mixture, but Shiites aren't necessarily the majority. It's rather the Sunnis, I believe. I'm not quite sure. But in Lebanon, it's a different case. I'm not gonna say it's a majority, because I need to be careful what I say about Lebanon. Alright, so basically with Lebanon, it has this weird combination that the population is basically a bunch of minorities living together. There's not really a majority in it. Some people will argue that the Muslims are the majority, but I think nah. I mean, it's 50-50, guys. It's 50-50, and it really splits into 25% and a really small percentages when you look into the sects of every religion inside of Lebanon. But if I'm saying a huge concentration, Lebanon has a big concentration of Shiites, especially in South Lebanon, over here in the east, Baalbek al-Hermel and the Bekaa Valley, and of course in the southern suburbs of Beirut. These are like the main Shiite population, like where you would find mostly Shiites in Lebanon. Syria, I honestly don't know. In Iraq, I don't really know how it's like divided, if it's even divided. But the Shiites are a majority. In Saudi Arabia, you will find the Shiites, the Sharqiyya. A surprising move. And yep, Muslim camp are. Oh no, they are here. They're still here. How they're still here? They're being invaded. I do not understand these events. Probably I should read them, eh? So as I was saying, that in the Sharqiyya, in the eastern side of Saudi Arabia, there are a concentration of Shiites. Bahrain has a concentration of Shiites out of all countries. And of course, Yemen. So Yemen, but it's like a different sect of Shiites, where over here it's mostly 12ers. It's really like different. It's basically like how Orthodox Christians have, like, you have the Church of Istanbul, and then you have Church of Moscow. Basically, it's like who follows which church, I believe, like which church is the main Orthodox one, and just how basically the Protestants have like different sects. You have basically the German Lutheranism, you have the Anglican Church, the Church of England, which is Protestant, but it's different than the German one. Same with the American Protestants. It's basically like that. It's the 12ers, and I totally forgot the second ones. I apologize for that. Yeah, they are in Yemen. They are technically Shiites, but not like the majority of the Shiites. So, as I said, Iraq, Iran, Lebanon, Yemen, and Bahrain. I think also probably in Pakistan or Afghanistan there are like concentration of Shiites, but I'm not sure. And now we're gonna have the trials of the royalist officers. We will lose army experience. Everything makes us lose army experience, apparently. Alright. So let's keep these ones over here. While these ones we sent on missions over in Palestine. These tactical bombers will also be sent on missions in Palestine. As well as air support. Fly over the Sinai Peninsula. And to be honest, I haven't been training these. You can exercise, then I'm gonna send you the Sinai Peninsula. See, you know what's really annoying me, guys? Like seriously, I speak Arabic. Like I talk the language, and I really sometimes get like confused. Which word should I use? Should I say it in Arabic or say it in English? Because I'm reading in English, but of course I speak in Arabic. The All Saints Day celebration in Algeria has been short by a series of brutal and direct attacks by insurgents group against French interests in the region. The FLN, Front de Libération Nationale, has claimed full responsibility and is broadcasting a list of their demands, which include full independence and the withdrawal of all French assets from the region. The French government has denied the legitimacy of the FLN and is expected to increase French military presence in the region. Another long and brutal war? No, we're not gonna respond to this like that. We need to establish contacts with our brothers in Algeria. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. A country trying to play empire in the modern age. Well, it's the Cold War age, but I'm in the immersion right now. The modern age is unacceptable, just as the British. The British is a dying empire. France is a dying empire, and we should actually support our brothers in Algeria. Once we are able to, we will sell them guns, men, whatever they need, ensure their liberation. French Republic. It's more of a dying empire, to be honest. Trying to incorporate Algeria. They're gonna fail in this, because the will of the people of Algeria is stronger than any imperialist nation. And let's see what we can do right now. Let's start with the tanks. Organizing the tanks. Speaking of French territories, 1936, I believe there was a proposal by France to Lebanon, and making France basically a core territory of, making Lebanon a core territory of France, just like how the people over on Mayotte, I believe it's how it's pronounced, wanted to stay as part of France rather than join the Union of the Comoro Islands, Union of the Comoros, which is an Arab nation. They were regarded as rather traitors. But I mean, they're doing better than the other islands in a way. That's the problem with imperialism and capitalism. But the Lebanese, I believe, I mean, obviously they refused because they want, first and foremost, both the Muslim population wanted at that time Lebanon to be independent and free. Let's see what we can do. Oh, let's get man beds. No? Yeah, let's get these. The Lebanese people were too proud to be not independent. Basically, the Christians wanted, like at that time speaking, Muslims were still supportive of the idea of a united Arab kingdom, as proposed by the Sharif of Mecca, Sharif Hussein bin Ali. Sharif Hussein bin Ali, I'm gonna say his name in Arabic. And of course, they wanted to have Lebanon as an autonomous state within Greater Syria, within a Pan-Arab kingdom. The Christians of Lebanon saw that they wanted to establish Greater Lebanon, which is, well, as you can see, its borders today. To be honest, Greater Lebanon's actual borders should have Galilee or Al-Jalil, entirety of Syria, and some parts of northern Jordan. That's the true Greater Lebanon. On the day it was called the Emirate of Lebanon back in the day. Right? What do we need? Insufficient resource. Electricity? Seriously? Seriously? Why am I spending too much electricity? It is this. Well, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna build yet another of these, but in the end, I do not need it right now. Rise of the free officers. Royalist military purge in Egypt. The royal officers, military officers loyal to the king, are being put on trial for collusion in crimes against Egypt. The charges include things such as general corruption and abuse of power, but many officers are being put to trial for specific offenses such as brutality or direct theft. The trials would take a long period of time, and more complex cases where evidence is hard to gather will likely last for months. Already, some officers have attempted to flee the country in an attempt to escape potential punishment. Well, you can try to escape, but we'll get you. We'll catch you wherever you are, and we will punish you. Now, you can do the conflict in the RCC, but I do not want that. I want to go down the Egyptian Navy path and finish it, because in 1956 we're gonna get Abd el Nasser. So we're gonna start the Egyptian Navy focus. 4, 5. And to be honest, I believe that if I finish this in 3 minutes, the video that is, what did we do in this video? We did 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, and then 1, 3 and 4 and 5. Wow. Cool. So, this is episode 10. We've went down with everything that we need to establish the new modern republic. Just need to now choose which path we shall go. That would be for another video, of course. Now we just finished the Egyptian Navy. And probably I'll finish it off screen and end recording for today. And if that is the case, basically episode 11 would see us finishing the military branch of the military tree, our focus tree, and we will see who shall we. I mean, we already know who and we are going to pick. We already know who we're picking. It's gonna end on the conflict in the RCC, and the episode 12 will start this path. I think we are running on historically accurate stuff right now, like historically accurate. I mean, imagine if you went down this path. Either we can replace Farouk with his sister, probably Fawziyah, whatever. We can make him the modern pharaoh and make the situation stable. This is boring. Gonna speak on this later on. Hey, I just noticed something. Did you notice? Time stops when we are inside here, then just goes fast later on. Wow, I should really keep that in consideration, to be honest. We are at 40% stability. That's beautiful, and we have a lot political power to invest once we are the United Arab Republic. This is gonna be amazing, I'm telling you. We have six of these. So with the last act I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have mutual defensive agreement with Libya. So now we guarantee Libya. Nice. I thought it will give me more influence over it, but I was incorrect. At least now I vowed to protect Libya And soon enough, Libya is gonna become my friend. I'm on good terms with Tunisia. To be honest, Tunisia is on good terms. Is on good terms with mostly everyone. Where we need to drop our last. Oh, and Syrian Republic is back into fashion with Shukri al-Quwatli leading the country. The Syrian democracy is back. It is like the democracy in Syria was kinda weird because you do not expect Syria a democracy to act like Syria. Like usually these democracies would be more American aligned, but Syrian Republic was basically an anti-Western democratic republic, which is basically America's worst nightmare. Be a democratic republic and anti-Western. They will enter a union with Egypt soon enough. Gonna be good. Where should we drop our influence? Well, let's drop it in Iraq. Alright. Dropped it in Iraq because later on, after, well, the king gonna his head blown off, gonna have a revolution in Iraq in 1958, and the new Iraqi revolutionaries are going to be pretty much not so friendly with Nationalism after a certain time. And Republic of Guatemala declared war on Guatemala. I wish we can support you. I really wish we can support you, but that's not gonna happen. I apologize. I'm sorry. Also, by 1958, I think that the Cuban Revolution should happen, so we need to keep an eye on the Caribbean and Latin America. Argentina has have a focus street. I think, yeah, Argentina has a focus street. Around 51. So we should look at this. We should take a look at this. And this is like a Soviet alignment neutrality, and this is like the generic focus trees for military and all of that. But I'm really happy that it's nice seeing this honest revolution. For Guatemala. Okay. An anti-American democracy. And it has just a socially elected leadership. It's just all gone. All gone. Are you happy with yourself, Eisenhower? You lost the Korean War. Now you are taking your anger on Guatemala. I hate you, Eisenhower. I hate you. And alright, listen, we're on time. Egyptian Navy focus has been completed. And almost completed, and we're in 1955, so we're not late. Closing of the American consulate in Hanoi. Alright, tensions are escalating, so not really that late until we can reach Nasser. I think we are pretty much on time, actually. Well, I love when everything goes my way. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Double digits, everybody, double digits. This was the 10th episode. I hope you liked it, and see you all in the next one. Bye.